Meghan on Tenterhooks as a new Rom-Com project cancelled over writers' widespread strike. Meghan MArkle just touted this major signing to the big WME talent agency that will help with scripts, but it seems her timing is worse once again, because now no production company or streamer or platform is able to even have talks with a writer about a project. It's pencils down. There's a major strike going on with the Writers Guild of America in the United States, with most striking in Los Angeles or New York City. Since May the 1st, they voted to strike and cannot work on any projects currently shooting. Current negotiated deals are paused, and no pitches can be made either. There is fear that in all likelihood the strike could go on for months. This made me think that for all the talk of pivoting and rebranding and creating new, meaningful projects, the Harkles can't do any of that if this goes on for months. Even if it only goes on until the summer, it will push many shooting schedules back months, which means any project they might get will be further pushed back. The writer's strike will affect Meghan's foray into producing rom-coms. Meghan Markle may not be planning to step back into her acting shoes anytime soon, but she's opening up about what kind of films and documentaries she and her husband are hoping to make with their company, Archie Productions. Meghan went on to describe the couple's definition of love, noting that it's really expansive. She said partner love, self-love, love of community, love of family. We use that as the baseline of the kind of shows and documentaries that we want to put out there. According to a Hollywood expert, she'll never succeed in her schemes. If Meghan writes a screenplay for a rom-com, the dialogue will be terrible, because she can't stop herself from the incessant virtue signalling, preaching and hackneyed buzzwords she loves to use. Every time Markle desperately claws for attention, it's always to overshadow the royal family. She publicly said she was happy to leave, claimed she wanted to have nothing to do with Harry's family. Even the documentary and the podcast were failures because yes, they got a lot of views, but not because they were good, because a lot of people realised, like we did years ago, just how incredibly narcissistic she is. They'd have had more fans if it wasn't for Spotify and Netflix. Netflix received news that it lost nearly 1 million subscribers in the second quarter of 2022. They subsequently cancelled a number of children-focused content in May 2022, Meghan's Pearl being one of them. A user on Reddit analysed that executives will expect more for their money now that the streaming bubble has burst, especially for material that increases subscription numbers. In the new media environment of declining advertising revenue, declining subscriptions and rising interest rates, the demands being made by the writers' strike are unsustainable. Money's tight and streaming services are investing more in growing markets like South Korea. Even James Corden had to call it quits because his show was bleeding money for CBS, and there were overtures that he and his staff would be facing cuts in hiring and salaries. There won't be enough work or money to go around to sustain the high number of writers within the industry. Some are going to have to find work elsewhere, and talent will need to show they're a good investment to pour money into.